Am I the butthole for getting a lock for my office door after what my husband did? Hi. I female, 33 am an art teacher working at a middle school. I love my job because I grew up as an artist. I loved drawing and making artwork growing up. I'm blessed I get to do what I love, share my knowledge and experience with others and get paid for it. I recently started teaching a new class. It's been great so far. The class is always excited to learn and participate in different activities while focusing on improving their artistic skills. I bring my artwork with to show them. Although it's a bit complicated and they can't draw similar things, but I use this as a way motivate/educate them about different drawing methods. So far, I've shown them several paintings. I have a small room in the house I call office. My husband has his own area. He's an accountant. He rarely ever walks into my office. Lately he's been having plenty of free time lately. He once felt bored. Walked into my office and started messing with my painting, adding colors/ruining the texture, etc. I told him it wasn't right. He said he was trying to make the painting look better. He wanted to start his own artwork. My brushes and tools were constantly missing. I talked to him but no use. Yesterday, I came home and found the painting I have been working on to show the class was ruined by him adding other colors and getting the paper wet. We got into an argument after he said he wanted to add his own touches to make it a little better. I told him I can't take it anymore. I went to get a lock to keep my work safe after he cost me time and money. He saw the lock and said I overreacted. That I treated him like a child by getting a lock instead of talking to him, but I did talk but no use. He's upset, saying what I did was not okay and I was being too hard on him, treating him like a student of mine. Am I the butthole? Not the butthole. Your husband is an accountant. Go add a few numbers to his spreadsheets because you want to make them better and more colorful. See how he likes the idea of you contributing to his work. He is definitely the butthole here. Yes. As an accountant, I deem this equal. But don't tell him which number in the spreadsheet was changed. And that you forgot how many spreadsheets you improved. Accountant here. That legitimately gave me a bit of anxiety. Hopefully that feeling will be felt by hubby too, and be his come to Jesus moment about how wrong he is in this. Her husband does not see her work as real work since he just messes it up whenever he wants, so I bet he'll come back with the "but that's different" excuse. Husband behaves like a spoiled child. Wife establishes healthy boundaries. Husband breaks them. Wife behave like a child equals consequences as if a child. Husband surprised Pikachu face. He does not see her work as hers. He thinks her work is free for him to take or mess with. Another example of women being public property. And also, art is just doodling, and being a teacher is just being a babysitter. $10. He said something along the lines that her being an artist is cute. I disagree. I think he sees it as real work, that's why it's worth sabotaging. I suspect this isn't the only way he's been controlling. This is so true. He doesn't respect her work as real work. That says a lot about him. I'm not an accountant, but my job requires me being able to figure out clients' math to match to our internal contracts, and I'm getting itchy just thinking about it. My spreadsheets are meticulously run and the formulas are exact. If someone effed with something, I'd cry and then start from scratch. Now you know how artists feel. I am accountant and my reaction would be much the same. Which is why I feel it's a perfect punishment. I'm also an artist by hobby, so I can completely empathize with original poster on her work being ruined. You don't F with an artist's work. I'm not an accountant and this gave me anxiety. Even better, tell him you accidentally reset all the conditional formatting and functions of his sheets. Redesign his spreadsheets so they're prettier. If you lose a few numbers along the way because you don't understand the software, oh well, you were just adding your own touches to make it better. And delete all the zeros. They have no value. I do payroll and heard about someone doing this once. Do this. Zeros stand for nothing, right? Waste of space. Go to the last possible square in an Excel spreadsheet, 4 million rows down, 4,000 columns to the right or something like that. Give that square a special text color. Don't actually put any numbers in the square. Save and exit. Repeat on as many files as you have time for. For some reason Excel goes bonkers if you do this and changes all the file sizes to be 100 times as large, takes forever to open and edit, and since there is no actual value in the cell it won't even tell you what's wrong. Passing you my Satan crown. Careful, it bites. Oh, man. I'm not even an accountant and this upsets me on so many levels. I was thinking for extra evil you could block the key search terms on Google, angelic face. And you may have deleted a few ugly numbers. And added some palindromes. Symmetry is beautiful. 626, 404, 8008. I played too many calculator games as a kid to see 8008 as anything other than top. It had me searching your other examples for hidden meanings laughing out loud. Accountant here. Wouldn't help. Excel tells you when the spreadsheet was last saved. Unless. So she needs to make sure all of them are opened and saved, even if she doesn't change anything. Might actually be better if she doesn't. Even better, don't even change any, just say you did. He'll spend forever looking for the mistakes and, assuming he's as good as his job, never find it. Don't actually change anything. Just imply you did. Psychological warfare. His head bursts because he can't find it. Like Seinfeld where Jerry's girlfriend tells him, something of his has now been in the toilet, after he dropped her toothbrush in and didn't tell her. After he throws everything away, she tells him it was the toilet brush. Make sure to save as new copy and delete original so he can't see version history. Even better, don't change anything, just tell him you changed it. As an artist and an accountant, both of these would piss me off, so I also deem this equal. You're some seriously right/left brain person. As an artist and a bookkeeper, it's hard for me sometimes to switch back and forth from one to the other. Really? When I'm not at work, I do not think about accounting. So I feel like outside of work is my normal personality, and then when I'm at work, I'm someone else, smiley face. I used to be someone else at work. But now I'm just me both places. I don't do math and spreadsheets on non-work hours. No way. I hate thinking about accounting in general. Ha ha ha. As an accountant and a musician, I learned early on how to convert a Bach chorale into an algebra problem, no lie, blew my music theory professor's mind. I've been working on a mural and it's taking me forever. Maybe working from home has imposed on my artist space. I had two friends with this issue. So, they each went to work at each other's apartment and just swapped locations most days. They needed the separation from home space. No kids in the homes to worry about though. Delete a tab. Do it. Additional evil, copy a few sum totals and paste them as text. Remove a few parentheses from a formula. Change a few files to CSV. Change the date format to dd/mm/yai. Reformat everything to euros. Delete 2 or 3 lines from a data spread. Excellent. Change a few files to CSV. After effing with the formatting so numbers are saved as 6.1E3 or whatever. Indeed, it balances. I see what you did there. Exactly. I imagine her husband's justifications are similar too. I still shudder at that one, and I relate too. Not the butthole, original poster, and be sure to brush off your husband's petulant whining. If he thinks he's being treated like a child, he's certainly acting like the portrait of one. Web link. Did you see the post by the woman who organized the kitchen cabinets for her partner who does all the cooking? Including dumping all the rice bags into one bin. Oh gosh, yeah. White minute rice mixed with basmati because it's all white rice, I cried. Holy crap. That literally made my jaw drop. Just, wow. I need to go find that post. Ha. Posted below. It's a fake troll, though, right? Right? Oh man, I haven't read that one, but the thought of that rice free-for-all gives me the vapors. You mean? Yikes. Yeah, I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Web link. Dead. My husband cooks and I touch nothing. Still waiting for the Rice Mouse Princess children's book. Original poster, not the butthole. Edit for judgment typo. That was my favorite comment in the entire history of Reddit. It's my poop knife, my coconut, and my 2 broken arms. Oh God. Rice lady gave me a bit of anxiety. If someone did that to my rice, I would freak. Wow. That post just made me see red. She erased irreplaceable kid art. What kind of grandmother does that? I hope she actually does this to show him how hypocritical it is. In before, he responds with, but it's not the same because my work is actually hard. If he actually does this original poster, fire him into the sun like they said a few comment down. This is exactly what kind of awe I'm sure her husband is. Takes less fuel to fire him out of the solar system, though. You definitely need to improve the numberiness in several places on every file available on the computer or in any drawers. Those ones would look better as 7s, and I bet those saucy 6s are really aching to be 8s. Yes, I really prefer 7s, they're so very more lavender, which is just what's needed. And watch out for those clever, sneaky 9s. Such snake and yet so useful and burgundy. Do it, Oni. I made things into round numbers, because I wanted to help, and round numbers are so much nicer. Please take this poor Redditor's award for your saucy 6s which caused me to laugh out loud in real life. Sports medal, military medal, trophy. You know what they say, a mistake plus Kelvin gets you home by 7. Messing with his work is the first thing that popped into my head as well. I honestly can't fathom how he thinks this behavior is not just okay, but an improvement. If this was a Tales from the Crypt story, it would end very badly for him. Not the butthole. This. Even a 5-year-old knows not to touch another person's et without permission. As an accountant and an artist, I think I'd have a stroke. As an accountant, I endorse this statement. Not the butthole. My mom is an artist. If my dad or any of us kids did what your husband did, we'd be fired into the sun. Maybe you should start taking an interest in accounting and go add some extra digits to some of his spreadsheets. See how he feels about you effing up his work. Edit. Thank you for the awards, kind Redditors, Orange Heart. I was looking at the numbers, but I didn't really like them. Here's something cool I found though. ASCII art. I switched the numbers around until they looked like a boat. Much better. I do however recommend doing a backup before. Isn't he bored? He could spend his extra time on redoing his work instead of messing with hers. Better yet, save a backup. Improve the spreadsheet. Once he has redone all his work, then OMG. What's this? I did back it up. Laughing out loud, my bad. Change everything to 80,085, 420 and 69. Let's add some childish numbers to his childish antics. Well, it's not like there was a backup of original posters' work that he vandalized. It's to prove a point, not blow up their relationship with petty revenge. I mean, honestly, considering his actions, he likely has certain opinions that once revealed will tank what's left of the relationship anyways. He doesn't respect her or her job or her autonomy, and he thinks she is bad at what she does and he is better, and therefore his changes are always improvements, because he's always right, and also he's entitled to do whatever he wants even with her supplies in her room on her work without asking, and she's wrong for not thanking him. Do you want to be married to that? I feel like ASCII art of a middle finger would be just perfect. When Excel sheets have multiple tabs, you can actually spin them off into their own file, and it'll still work. So long as all the files are still there. You can even rename them afterwards and they'll still work. If you duplicate a file, then delete the original and rename the copy, everything breaks. Go on. Ask me how I know. Original poster should rename everything so they make little love letters. Lawful evil. Yes. Do this, original poster. Give him a taste of his own medicine. It takes much less delta V to throw someone out of the solar system than into the sun. This is about artistry, not efficiency. Not the butthole. It's as if, for some weird reason, your husband is trying to sabotage you. There is no possible way he isn't aware that what he is doing is wrong. If he doesn't want to be treated like a child, then he should start acting like an adult. He is vandalizing your artwork and trying to ruin your classes. You should ask yourself why he is being so spiteful. Why does he feel no remorse for what he's done, and why should you put up with such disgusting behavior? Yes, I don't think that he's actually trying to help here. He's trying to ruin the paintings on purpose. This reminds me of a post a few months back where the guy that posted was jealous that his girlfriend was spending time knitting, so he cut up her blanket and threw it in the bin. Except that in this case it's even worse, because original poster's husband is pretty much gaslighting her about it to boot. Edit. Here's the link to that post if anyone's interested. Web link. Or the guy who kept secretly adding inedible amounts of salt and spices. Some overly excited commenters thought he was trying to poison people, but it sounds a lot more like the accountant. Was there ever an update about this? Someone suggested he may have COVID due to lack of taste, but I thought it sounds more and more like gaslighting. Would really be interested to see if there was an update. There was never an update, but I highly doubt it was due to COVID because he didn't eat the food he fixed. He just sabotaged her cooking and then went out to eat. That post made me so fearful for the poor woman. Not only did it sounded like gaslighting, it sounded like he was putting up the groundwork to discredit her and her mental health to her support system, family, and he was a cop to boot. I really feel that if it went any further he could have done whatever the F he wanted to her and nobody would have batted an eye because she's losing her marbles or some crap. Yes, me too. Him being a police officer only made me more fearful for her considering the rate of domestic violence within the force. I really hope she's okay. I really need an update on Salt Guy. That crap had me so heated. Oh my god, I just read that and as a knitter it makes me want to cry. I've been working on a blanket for all of COVID and am not even half done. He threw out so much time and effort for nothing. I'm a knitter too, which is why that particular story stuck in my head. I'm working on my first shawl and even at a fraction of the size of a blanket, it takes so much work. It was such a nasty thing to do. I missed that story. I crochet and my husband would kill someone if they threatened my projects. I would literally burst into flames if someone did that to any of my projects. I would honestly probably get the cops called on me. I would go to work, if not arrested, let's be real, horse the next day and I would absolutely be single. That is fantasize about setting someone's house on fire angry. Ugh, why do those posts always have such a creepy age gap too? Original poster met his girlfriend when he was 30, she was 18, and he just expects us to gloss over the fact he may have been dating a high schooler. Because it's easier to get them to follow when they don't know better. I was in a relationship with a guy 35 years old to my 19, stayed far too long in it because I thought that's what was normal. It also reminds me of a post a while ago about a husband who kept adding ingredients to his wife's cooking when her back was turned, rendering it inedible because his butt doesn't cook, and then gaslighting her about it by insisting he didn't do it. Those types of posts make me feel like they have to be written by the other party, particularly with the edit "I've lost the perfect girl." I really can't see someone who is so pretty and horrible doing a complete 180 like that. Either that or he has the superiority complex of the decade, thinking that he's better than an actual effing artist. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.